So, doing sponsorship for Pete's Chicken today.
Today we are sponsoring Pete's Chicken on behalf of Mr. Manuel Trejo, who told us that Pete's Chicken has damn good burgers. Did you know that?
Who the hell's Manuel Trejo?
Manny.
Manny.
The one that went to go visit.
Oh yeah. I was like,
He's,
I don't know. I didn't know his full name. Okay.
When I was up there, he's like, "You've never had their burgers?" And I'm like, "No, I don't go to Pete's Chicken for burgers." But anyways, welcome to another episode of the Backlog. And we got a good one for you today. Mm-hmm. He's been gaming, so that's good. I think you're a little more refreshed today, so.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Running on
glasses
fumes.
are gonna hide.
Yes.
The birthday glasses.
My bags, non-existent.
Yeah.
Birthday glasses.
Yeah.
Hey, on that same note, Pete's Chicken. Well, it's not gaming news, but still.
It's important. Get it out of your system.
It has to. Long John Silver's.
They're chicken.
They're chicken, right? It's all fucking backwards.
Yeah.
You just got to go, figure out the secret recipe.
Somebody's not telling us something, and we are in this situation.
It's like, fuck, we sell chicken?
I mean, it says it right there. Chicken, burgers, fish. But, okay, you don't go to a Mexican restaurant and get a burger, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's a recipe for a bad burger right there.
That's a way to get fucked over.
Yes. I've had burgers from Jalisco's, and I was like, what the fuck was I thinking?
They don't even give you a burger. They give you what they call a burger.
Hey, so first game I wanted to hit on is Red Faction. That one is dear to my heart. That game came out in 2001, so I had to have been a freshman or sophomore when that game came out. And
I was still in middle school.
Yeah.
Or elementary.
That game was surprisingly good. So this weekend, you and Miranda went out, had a good find of games.
Yeah.
And Red Faction was surprisingly one that y'all purchased for whatever reason. It wouldn't be my first purchase.
It stuck out to me, and the same way you have fond memories, I have fond memories of as well. I remember, I'm not sure how, why, or how it even happened, but we brought the PS2 to Mexico when we were visiting relatives, and Red Faction was part of the game library that we brought. And I just remember, like, when we're there, we have all the fucking time in the world because we're on vacation at home, and that was like a game I sank into. Red Faction.
So you were younger even. You were probably... Gosh, like 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there.
What year did it come out?
2001. You said
6.
You were probably barely in 6th grade, maybe 5th grade. Damn, you weren't supposed to be playing that game.
You damn minor. Yeah, that's me.
I looked up Red Faction, and it went through a lot of the same usual developer issues, and it was actually a different game, and it got recoded. Something about it didn't get published, so it had to go through THQ. So they basically remade the game, but it was still the same game. I forget what it was called before then, but
it feels like it's running on a Half-Life engine. Like it is like a PC game.
It did have a new engine style. I don't know what it was called, but it was you were talking about the walls could have you could cave your way through
destructible environments.
That was a unique engine feature that had just rolled out, and so
dude, doing it that back then. I mean, try doing it now.
The developers that they showed on that video I watched talked about how difficult that job was to get the right code, every little detail, every little feature, and they said, and it reminded me of Halo, like. At every point, they're like, "Oh, let's just do this. Let's do this a little bit more, a little bit more."
You know
like
what that
you're just
means?
trying to squeeze.
You added 10 weeks of production.
Yeah, and that was the type of pressure they were facing. And I think they ended up getting a 2-month delay at the last minute, and that was like the ultimate like final breather that they needed to release this game, which rated very highly. I think it was 9.5 at that time. Yes.
Yeah. Over a 9 for
consistently over 9s in the ratings. Like if you go look right now, it still rates very high.
I can rate it maybe a high 8 going back to it. Nowadays,
Surprisingly, yeah, because of the surprising factor.
yeah, I was like, oh, this probably didn't age too well. But you
Yeah,
look at it. I mean, once you crank the fucking contrast up or the brightness
yeah,
values, it looked good.
it did.
We
The
were just
gameplay was good too.
yes,
That was what most important to me. Like it was actually good. It was actually fun.
dude. Once I picked up the shotgun, I was like, oh, back to fun factor.
It has a unique feature. It has an auto aim assist.
Yeah, I
And
did forget about that.
I think now you would hate that, but it fits really nice because of how the controls are pretty clunky.
Back then, everybody was still getting down first-person shooters.
Yeah, this wasn't tank controls.
No,
This was like the first one of the first to be pushing in this direction.
like the only game that was doing that was probably like Halo, Half-Life, but you're
Hmm.
all Half-Life was like on a PC, so it was keyboard and mouse, and then
Yeah.
it got ported over. But that I remember as a kid who didn't have the tactile thumb skills I have now. Oh my
Yeah, how little are
god!
you?
Well, how do I do both? The auto aim feature back then, I do remember like it came back to me. I was like, oh, that's why I fucking liked it because all I had to do was like look at the general direction.
Yeah, you're on.
And yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm good at this game.
I'm still just surprised of how like the explosion feature, to be able to just crack walls and
Mm-hmm.
eventually, if there's something back there, you can find it.
How disappointing was that fucking that cave? You see a little bit of water back there. You throw the C4, the mine.
I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was some kind of flex. I don't know what they were trying to prove.
We forgot about it.
But
We rushed
yes,
it.
there's this little vagina hole, and you blow it up,
Yeah, I
and then
love
you
it.
think, oh, there's some kind of secret weapon back there.
Nah.
You keep going. There's this like pool of water. Nothing back there. Actually, you can
Hey,
just
is it,
forget about it. You know, that could be a reset moment right there.
that's almost a metaphor right there. The vagina that leads nowhere.
Oh,
You,
what?
you thought something was going deeper with this, but
Nothing
nothing.
was gonna happen.
I'm just here. I'm looking for it.
Wasn't even that. That's not even what it was. It was an armpit the whole time.
I fucked it. I'm out of minds.
Yeah. But Red Faction, good game. Part 2 kind of let off a little bit.
I guess we need to go back and play it.
And if you look behind you, there's actually Red Faction 3, 4, which is Guerrilla.
Book is it?
I don't know if it's Guerrilla Warfare and then there's Armageddon.
Yes.
And there's one more at the bottom there.
Bottom.
I think it's a white and blue case.
Yeah, I can't see shit with these glasses.
Oh yeah. Pink.
There's a filter. Well,
Bottom row. It should be like,
there it is.
yeah. Check it out. What I paid big money for that one.
Nope. Damn it. Are you sure?
Yep.
God, all right. It's right here. It's like bottom row, second to the bottom.
Oh.
Man, these are two separate games.
Yeah.
I think I heard this one's not so good.
Right. This was the
don't know.
last.
Yes.
$2.99 special right here. And $8.99 special right here.
Did you just
This
get
one,
these?
no, I've had them. I have never even ran them.
Wow.
This one actually like really good. Like
I heard this was like a comeback, and this was just the fall again. Why did they do this again?
this was the Red Faction killer. Sales were so low after this game that they THQ dropped it from the publishing.
Is it? Yeah, same developers. Volition.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they may have done more later on, but that'd be a cool studio to kind of look into. See.
So, Red Faction, good history, good memories.
Mm-hmm.
The next game, surprising to my belief, was 007 Racing.
Right?
PlayStation 1, I saw the cover, I thought that was... I wish you would have brought it, man, because this is a case that you would like... It looks like like a movie type game that's just going to be a major flop.
It looks like one of those...
If Fast and Furious had a game, that's what I would expect from this thing.
I expected even like a PC, like handing off type of game.
Yeah.
That's the impression I got from it. But surprisingly, it was all right. It wasn't like terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Well, it had cutscenes, had movie cutscenes, like
CG
good ones
for
for
PlayStation
its
1.
time. Yes, had pretty decent graphics. You had some pretty good 3D going on. The controls were pretty good too. Like it
Hmm.
didn't feel like terrible. It's not to today's standards, of course, but for
Hmm.
its time, this could have been a great game. I don't know why this thing didn't get more. There was so many PS1 games at the same time. So
Movie tie-in games, man. They just don't get. You'll go to the next racing game that's not a movie tie-in.
yeah, man, movie tie-ins are almost like the chances of them being failures or flops. I don't know why that is. Is it they
I think,
force this thing to try to be something
yeah,
like
no, for sure. It's
you're a
like
movie, you're
I,
not a game.
yes, I am forcing a game out of a movie instead of a game out of a good idea or a good concept. A game out of a game.
A game out of a movie doesn't always work either.
A game out of the movie.
A movie out of a game, I
Yeah,
should say.
I was like, what?
Halo,
What it
Halo,
was just-
right? Halo was your big disappointment. I haven't finished watching it, but I didn't get into it.
well, yeah, there you go.
But I mean, you got into it, and or you didn't get into
No, I
it.
didn't
You
get into
pushed
it.
through, and you saw it through for what it was. I didn't
didn't
see
push
it through
through.
for what it was. Oh, you fell off.
I
Oh, you
saw like
lied to
two.
me twice.
Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't. I'm just telling you that I didn't like it. We tried to on the first few episodes, and it kept pissing us off. And I was like, no, why am I gonna do this? Why am I gonna? Uh,
Why did it piss you off though? Like, damn, why
it's
so
like,
personal?
why are we focusing on this weird side character? It has nothing to do with anything to Halo. Yeah, you're expanding the universe, but this weird character that
Who was the side character?
some girl
Oh, okay.
running away, and then Master Chief and the whole Halo squad like show up at the end, and it's badass. And I'm just like, I only get that for 3 minutes. What?
Mm.
And then the
Was
Covenant.
was it a good Halo Chief representative?
I don't know. He
No.
kept taking off his helmet.
Oh,
Like I was like,
too
I don't
distracting.
yeah. I was like, why is he taking off his helmet again? I was like, why is he out of his suit now?
Hey.
Why is it majority him not in a suit?
Hey, on the topic of helmet, I don't know if you remember, I sent you a link for Dead Space PS5. It was a collector's item. It had the Dead Space helmet, and it was like for $250. And I was like, this is cool if somebody wants to buy it, but I'm not gonna pull this trigger. I'm just not feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a limited run game that got, I guess, I don't know what this means. They have this like vault launch. So apparently they have like a stash of shit they just hide somewhere, and then every now and then they'll like, hey, guess what? We have 2 left over.
Right,
I don't know what that is, but
hey, hide 10%. We'll resell this at the same fucking value or even more. We'll just say
So-
we're out of stock.
so I was telling Kim about it, and I was telling her how like it's a cool collector's item, and I've seen them on eBay for like $400 or $500,
Mhm.
and she was telling me that she was watching Dead Space on Temu,
Timu.
and
You
I was like,
boomer.
oh, okay. Well, I don't know who's watching Dead Space. I guess it's good. I don't know. There was a show or a movie or something? I don't know.
There's a show for Dead Space?
Exactly. But so she's aware of it. She played a little bit with me, so she's really into the game, right?
Hmm.
And she was like, "You should have bought it." And I was like, "Oh, I had the support, and I didn't move on it."
That's kind of like the support I get from Miranda. Anything Chief related.
She's all, "You should have bought it, and maybe bought 2 and sold one." I was like,
Sold one,
"Oh,
paid
okay."
one off, like fucking scalper mentality.
Yeah.
I was like, we need less of you.
Yeah, but the box is like this big, and I'm like, I don't need more of that.
Dude,
That was
like,
the main reason why I didn't pull on it. I'm like, I don't want more big shit like that.
I think unless we have the space or we're planning to make the space, more of those decisions don't necessarily make me more happy, because now it's gonna go in a fucking closet or it's gonna go somewhere where I didn't want it to go, and I have to find. I bought myself more work to do.
Yeah, she said we could have put it in the living room. And I'm like, oh,
In the living room?
or the bedroom. I was like, man,
Oh, God damn.
I know.
All right. I'm
I
ready.
told her it doesn't fit.
it's not for you.
Oh,
It's for
damn.
her.
Yeah.
Just use your imagination.
So collector's items sometimes are just too big, man.
That's what I don't like. Like the space issue with these big old, like your 30th anniversary edition. That's like a space eater right
Yes,
there.
that's like you got to pick how much big stuff do you want in your house.
And it has to represent, almost has to represent you or what you like and want. And now that I'm like getting the game room somewhat set up, when
Yeah.
I had that copy of Final Fantasy VII up, I was like, oh, that's like a fucking good trophy.
Mhm.
I genuinely love this game. I like that I have the hard copy, and it's like I want more of those items, more of those trophy pieces than I do than just the whole fucking library of a game. It's nice to have your catalog,
Yeah.
but like trophies
Mhm.
need to earn their spot.
So something we didn't even talk about. Obviously, there's a bare ass
Oh
wall
yeah.
behind us.
Mm,
No TVs. What happened this past couple weeks? Actually, last weekend, past few days, has been a transformation of the game room. Uh, in sake of making space and trying to figure out what to do next, this whole section had to go. So this weekend, I had a game room renovation. You had a game room renovation. You had a garage renovation, if anything, right?
yeah.
We had the XBR. We finally loaded that thing in the
It
garage.
was just on the floor.
It was just on the floor. So now the garage has a somewhat of a game room.
Yeah.
Your game room, your retro game room, I should say, looked pretty damn good. You got the PVM now set up. You got the speakers. You got the
Hmm.
lighting, shelves, and everything's starting to kind of look a little more organized, right?
Hmm.
And then, okay, so what I wanted to talk about is game room renovations. You're in what is it called? My Life in Gaming had a, I didn't watch it, but they had a live uh, YouTube going on for their game room. They were also doing a complete renovation, and I filmed some of it, but not the entire thing. And I didn't go live because I wasn't going to commit to doing it all in one day. It took me
Hmm.
about 3 days, like a few hours at a time, probably
Hmm.
about like 4 hours. And the challenge is just getting started. That's probably the biggest hurdle because you there's no such thing as a final game room. Your game room is going to go through revisions like
Hmm.
almost, I'd say, yearly. Like if you say that this is the final form,
You're
all you need is one more console to fuck
I
everything
was
up.
about to say, if you're saying this is it, that means you are no longer gaming.
Yeah,
Almost.
you should have the open mindset that you're going to be doing this on a yearly basis, and every time that you do it, consider maybe how you can manage your cables a little bit better. What can you do to simplify
Yeah,
the
you
the,
you'll
the
get a little.
removal or plug in plug out type of system?
Definitely getting better every iteration,
Yeah.
every revision. You're like, well, learn from that shit.
But the mountain gets bigger too. It's like there's only more stuff that now you have to
I
go through. And
I only have more cables. I only have more shelves. I only have more. In your case, speakers, uh,
speakers, you got speaker
games,
wires.
consoles.
Every console has at least one power, one video. The Wii U is probably the most fucking annoying console out of all of them because it has the sensor bar. It has
Where the
the
fuck did you put it?
it's right there. I didn't even set it up.
Uh,
It was too much, and I was like running out of power plugs too. So I think there's a power plug for the game pad, and there's also a game pad for the actual console disc reader itself. So that's
Mhm.
two power sources out
Yeah,
of one console.
don't know why they. Yeah, you're
Uh,
right. The Switch did it right with just
yeah, power, video, in and out. That's it. Good, and that's it.
fucking Wii U, dude. And that's what I was like looking at my game collection. I was like, wait, this is all the consoles I have? And then Ryan's like, I thought you had a Wii U. I was like, I was like, oh yeah, Joel has it.
Yeah,
Well, there it is,
there it is.
unplugged and ready to take.
Yeah, they're ready to
I
take.
don't think you'll
Good,
miss that thing.
good luck trying to set it up, man.
You're right. You know what? Maybe I'll leave it here. Maybe I'll shut my mouth.
um,
I do,
Wii is second place to the hassle. It's very similar. It's just missing one less power cable.
and it's not part of the setup, so I guess it wasn't important enough to get Wii in there.
Not yet. I do have an idea for it, but maybe later. I think the Wii deserves a spot. A lot of good titles came out for Wii,
So
and I'm still uncovering a lot of games from the past.
I'm starting to feel like you're now just weeding out the consoles that you actually play. Like for your setup right now, you don't
I
have
mean, I
everything.
basically have everything except for the Wii and the Wii U
Yeah, NES. Where's that?
back there.
Back.
That's the only spot I have for it. Everything's there.
Okay.
Um, PS6 comes out. Oh well,
Time to renovate.
time to add another fucking
Mm,
layer. And where are you
another
gonna put that console at?
fucking shelf, or you're just gonna extend out. Yeah, that's kind of it.
You build shelves.
Or holes in the walls.
Yeah. So game room transformations never easy. It's more of a mind fuck. You have to like condition your mind for like weeks that you're gonna go through this painful process. You're gonna be going through. First, you got to just remove everything out, and then if you have like games, just whatever crap that you've accumulated over time, all of that shit has to clear out before you can even think about
Hmm.
shifting it over, moving it.
I think what helped me was us getting that XBR. By the way, that not, I was still exhausted from that day, but once we moved it, I was like, all right, the heavy part's done. We just need to, or I just need to set a little bit of time. It's not that many cables, but still, just getting it done, making the time for it. Um,
Any closing thoughts that you want to hit on?
oh, Soul Calibur 2, that was good. We played that over the weekend. Um, damn. For me, that was better than 6.
Really?
Yeah, like it's
You put it over part one?
I never played part 1 and I never played Soul Edge.
You played part one. It's on the. I have it here.
Well, I never like
Dreamcast.
played it.
Oh,
Like maybe I did get into it. Are you sure it was Soul Calibur or Soul Edge?
I have Soul Calibur. I don't have Soul Edge.
And
Soul Edge is the true
it'd be nice to
Soul
run.
Calibur Zero.
It'd be nice to like run them independently and then just get like kind of a feedback or review from it.
Yeah.
But other than that, like Soul Calibur 2, man, can't I can see why it's rated highly.
And you're saving yourself for Switch 2. I see. You don't want to.
No, no.
Tomorrow is
Switch
Switch 1 Direct, which was very confusing. And then next week is Switch 2 Direct, right?
Yep.
And I'm assuming tomorrow Switch 1 may be the final announcement of the last games to be released.
Kinda there's that lapse of generation gaming
Yeah.
because it's still backwards compatible. You can still have this thing alive and still support the new thing.
But will they? I feel like this isn't like a PS4, PS5 situation. Like this is
Well,
like it's been so long, they're gonna push forward on Switch 2.
for sure, but I mean,
How much of it is gonna be reversible?
every generation it happens this way. That it happened with the PS5. For me it solidified it with the last generation, which was PS5 still supported the PS4 for the longest fucking time.
Only because of COVID. That's the only reason.
I don't know.
PS5 was supposed to have taken over a long time ago, but PS4 kept getting milked and milked and milked.
But then the 360 and the Xbox One generation, I mean, which didn't.
Production delays too. Like there was not enough PS5s out there. I think that was really the main reason for not pushing on PS5 as soon as they'd wanted.
I would still say there's going to be a generation lapse. You do not want to alienate the market that you already have and try to push this new one. Yes, get them over, and then eventually, kind of how like the PS5 market is right now. We don't even touch the PS4 because PS5 is just so solidified right now.
Yeah,
I don't even know if the Switch 2 is going to have that same success of getting that market all over to Switch 2 and make new sales again.
So, what was I gonna say? Switch is expected to announce next week. Switch 2 after that.
Switch 1
And I guess the big thing is that I have already watched some of the leaks, and somehow you have distanced yourself.
I've been so busy at work.
Okay, so it wasn't even intentional. It was just by default. It's
And then now that I know, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna keep on doing what I'm doing.
it's so out there already. You know, it's very annoying that a secret can't be kept. The spoilage is just
It couldn't
terrible,
be,
man.
it couldn't be kept from you.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, not just me. I'd say anybody that
I
you're an exception right now.
well,
For
you
whatever
sent me the
reason.
video. I'm like, what's this about? No, get
It's
out of here.
it's just too easy to not watch.
It was, but I also I don't know. I want to see what they got. I want to hear it from them
Yeah.
and see how they spin it. If
Well,
it's any different, any worse, any better.
you will find out tomorrow
No, I
at
won't.
why?
The Switch 2.
Oh, but Switch One announcement.
Oh,
Switch
is that what
12.
got leaked?
Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying the direct. You're gonna find out some news. We're gonna find out some news tomorrow.
And you already know it for the
This
Switch 1?
not the Switch One, but I imagine some of it's probably gonna be
Nope.
no,
They specifically announced there is no Switch 2 information
no. That's not what it said. That tomorrow we will find out for sure. Tomorrow's the direct, right?
for the Switch 1.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow we're all gonna get caught up on Switch One. The next week we'll be caught up by Switch Two news.
Correct.
So the spoilage will be ruined no matter what by tomorrow.
But the whatever. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're being retarded.
No, you are.
But
You're not explaining things well.
let's move on. Mario RPG. You had already seen this one.
Mm-hmm.
Castlevania Dominus Collection. Finally got here. Physical copy.
Physical copy. You gonna open it?
I don't need to. I got your
I know,
digital
right?
copy.
All right. Nice to have. I think it was on sale for like maybe $15.
These were Tronix finds.
Nice. Oh, Legend of Dragoon.
Yes, I have the greatest hits version, and I was missing a disc. So this is complete, very clean.
I forgot what this is about. Is that the shooter? Yeah, it's a shooter one.
Yeah, we've ran it.
It just looks so different.
It is good.
God, there's 4 discs. Why is there 4 discs?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Where's the
Like,
Where's the 4th disc? I mean, you have disc 1.
yeah, it's right here under the manual.
Oh.
Bam.
What the fuck?
Yeah, gotta fit it all in there.
Oh man, that's cool. I love these chunky cases.
And this one, I got this because this is a good memory right here. This is a game we got our ass whooped by a 5-foot little girl, Hannah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. On the Game Boy,
$30.
not bad for CIB.
CIB. It is complete. And then they even threw the little
case
yeah,
protector.
I was like, oh, that's nice. I don't know if they do that for all complete copies.
That is neat.
Yeah.
This will be cool to show Hannah, like, hey, well, no, don't take it.
Yeah.
Like, look at my little trophy.
So
Why is she so good at this game?
We thought we were pretty good at Tetris. Well, Tetris Attack that's a different game.
Different.
And we got our asses whooped. It was like bad.
I remember I got really close once.
I think I did beat her.
Yeah.
And then we're like, shut it down, shut it down.
The game broke.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
All right. Cool finds.
So those are the finds for this week. I'm pushing forward fast on this because like sometimes these podcasts run a little long. What we want to do next is jump on some gameplay. I don't know what we're gonna run, but
Right.
I think that's a good stopping point. Unless you got something else to add, man.
That's all I got.
Keep the backlog short.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. And stay tuned for the gameplay coming up. Appreciate it, guys.